But this car is not bad for its price, considering that you can buy these for about like $14,000. This is definitely not bad. My Fusion cost me 29,000, I believe. So 29,000 was definitely, it was not expensive for my car because it is double the price of this car. However, in that double the price, you're getting far better gas mileage, and you're also getting a far better car. Just overall, you're getting every option in it. And if I were to buy it again, I would probably buy a used one of this and just upgrade the options, because the options are not that much more. I would change the door handles, the mirrors, and the headlights and fog lights. Tail lights also, I like the titanium tail lights more, because in the titanium, if you don't know the difference, this is the tail light. In this one, only this part lights up. So it lights up when I open the door. So this part lights up and this part doesn't. But in the titanium, this lights up too, and there's a spoiler on top. So I would add those two things. In my car, I actually changed the license plate lights to white, because it just looks a lot better when you have white headlights also. I think it should match. Yeah, then I would also obviously change the seats. So basically, like, if I were to buy a base model, I would buy a used base model and then buy a crashed, almost new titanium if I can find it. And then just upgrade all of these things like the door trim and stuff. Actually, the door trim's fine for me, but I would upgrade the radio, the steering, the seats, and that's pretty much everything in the interior. The sound system also, yeah, that's pretty important. This car's sound system is actually surprisingly not bad. My SE Luxury that I'd owned before, that was a hybrid SE Luxury, and for some reason that sound system was just awful. But this one is surprisingly better than that. I think it's partly because of the settings on this radio. If you do want to see these settings, these sound settings are pretty good. It makes about any song sound better. The car doesn't have too much bass, which is disappointing, because cars like Toyotas have good bass nowadays. Actually, not even nowadays, even back in the day. I used to have a Toyota Camry 2004, and that sound system was way better than this car, I have to say. Also, this car only has one USB outlet. There's supposed to be a second one there, but it's only over there. So yeah, just upgrade that. Then also the cup holders don't light up in this car, which is a fancy feature. And also in my titanium, I have little ambient lighting under there in the doors and stuff. So those sort of small things I would upgrade. All from the crashed titanium I would get, because realistically speaking, a used one of this you can buy for about I believe $10,000, and then you can also buy a crashed titanium for about the same price, for about like actually under 10,000, like 5 to 10,000. You can buy a crashed one, which would be pretty badly crashed, but you only need the interior parts and a couple of the exterior parts, like this, like the mirrors and the lights and stuff. So you might as well, if you could, you find these quite a lot where the doors are smashed in. So if you can find one with the door smashed in, it's perfect. Although I would not buy a base model SE, sorry. I would buy a base model SE hybrid, if anything. Just because those, I want the hybrid engine. Ford's gas engines just honestly suck. This car is not too bad. Saying like, no, sorry. The hybrid engine is not that bad. And the 2-liter turbo that I had driven was not that bad either. But the gas mileage on those is just beyond sustainable. It's just horrible. So I would definitely get the hybrid instead, because gas mileage is one of the things that constantly worries me. Gas is expensive, and it's only getting more expensive. This is a nice thing that they gave in bays, which I liked. And also, surprisingly, this car has a spare tire in bays. My car does not, and it doesn't even have the option of it because the battery's taking up so much room in there. But yeah, overall, just an awful car. If you have to buy this, don't buy this new. Buy it used, definitely. This is not worth the $14,000 you will pay for this. You could spend that money much better just by buying a used one and upgrading it to all options, because 14,000, and it's not even big upgrades. Even if you've never dealt with a car before or worked on a car before, it's pretty simple upgrades, and you'll learn on the fly, and learning new things is always a good thing. I do like this little strip here. That's a pretty sweet touch, but on this model it doesn't look so nice. On the previous Fusion, which is like the pre-facelift model, that DRL looked really nice because that made the if you got the Mondeo headlights from China or from the Europe, those headlights looked amazing. Also in the previous Fusion, you would have to change the whole taillight to get that sort of Zorro look. But yeah, just to wrap up this video, this is a horrible car and do not buy it new. It's just a word of advice. If you are buying a new, definitely like look at these things. One of the things that's always bugged me actually is that wheel is not in line with the body. There's a couple inches of difference. And just recently I bought these wheel spacers to put in. I'll have a video on there later. I bought wheel spacers just to put in the back wheels, and I was thinking I'd do the front wheels also, but the front wheels are actually much more in line than the back. But I might just put like 1 inch spacers in this. The back wheels I'd bought about 1.5 inch. So yeah, that'll be a later video, maybe in the summer. I just don't have the time to do it right now, and it's freezing outside. So yeah, thank you.